Welcome back to the Home and Abroad podcast, where we talk about everything culture, life, relationship, and everything.
I know you're still gonna go on and on and on.
I
One
don't
job.
want, I don't want to. Maybe I ran out of words.
Yeah. Wow,
We
wow.
talk
I
about
mean,
everything should be inclusive.
viewers will
Maybe
be
it's
thinking,
everything.
not
Huh?
everything needs to be inclusive, eh?
Everything
That's,
minus X.
man,
But yeah, it
everything.
feels good to be back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it feels funny that there is no guest in this episode. I'm pretty sure viewers are already thinking, oh, where's the guest? Is it some sort of like suspense going on here?
But
Well,
yeah,
I'm happy to let you guys know that on this particular episode, there's no
it-
guests.
it's just us.
It's just the two of us because we've missed
Just
each
the
other
two
a
both
lot.
of
We
us.
want to have our own alone time.
Private time.
But
Yeah.
I think from the next episode,
Yeah,
we're
sure,
gonna be
sure.
having lots of guests. Like we're just
Very
planning. I mean, we're having good plans. Just trying to
yeah.
like make adequate plans such that we give you the best episode ever. I mean, like I said, we want a situation whereby our next episode is always topping the previous ones, and also talking about the previous episodes. I want us to just go back and forth and pat ourselves on the back for literally pat ourselves on the back
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I think for the following things, I mean, for the previous episodes, we've had some of the snippets do lots of numbers.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
good
mean,
numbers. Very good numbers.
the views are amazing, and most importantly, secondly or finally, we want to say we've gotten to over 100 subscribers.
106 subscribers.
Ah, it's not easy, oh,
Ah,
bro.
make I know really sure that we are still going to places. But yeah. And
Yeah.
also to add to what you said, like even
Mm-hmm.
good feedbacks too, like even offline and some
Mm-hmm.
of the comments that I
Yeah.
see on the channel too. Like for example, the last uh when we are talking about naming conventions in Ghana, and then I think you asked me that question if we have something like that in Nigeria. Then someone commented that we have something very close to that or similar to that with some ethnic groups in the north. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah. And then someone commented that he or she knows someone named Thursday. You know, we're saying we know a
I've never
Monday,
known it Thursday.
we know
Only
a
Friday,
Sunday and a
only
Friday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Someone commented and said they knew someone who was a Thursday. I'm like, okay. So like
Nice.
yeah.
I
Like
mean, but I guess we'd never see a Tuesday. I mean, I
Taco
can bet my
Tuesdays.
life savings on that. I guess we would
I
never
mean,
see a
if
Tuesday.
anybody says a Tuesday, they should let us know.
Call for my money.
Tag the person.
Oh, man.
We will love to talk to Tuesday. But yeah, it's been good so far, and we are what's the word now? We are propelled to
Hmm.
do more.
Rocher,
Even though I don't know if
aircraft.
that is
Are you an
correct.
aircraft?
I mean, cash craft.
That was good. No, that's smooth. That's
Yeah,
smooth.
yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, it's been good. I remember the episode we had Roy too. Like
Hmm.
people like a lot of comments and just good feedback. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like you said, in the coming weeks, there's a lot of interesting conversations that will be, you
Hmm.
know, happening. So people should, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, though.
Stay tuned.
Stay
We
tuned.
got you. But yeah. So I think last
What?
time, yeah, go on,
Okay.
go on.
No, no,
Yeah,
you go
go
on.
on.
You go on. You go on.
I was going to talk about some of the. I have some dilemmas that we couldn't touch on last two episodes because of time, and we were
Yeah.
already deep into the conversation. So that's one of the things I feel like figured we might, just talk about apart from uh, reflecting on the past episode so far,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
new milestone and what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. Let's hear. Let's hear. Where do you want to start from? Because I know we've dealt with few of them in the past, and like you said, we were not able to like
Yeah, we're not
finish up
able.
on them.
So this one is very, should I say, simple and straightforward, but it's around the conversation of, would you let another man pay for your girl's meal or your wife's meal type?
In my presence or just in my absence.
Not necessarily. Let's say in your absence, like, oh, your
Would
girl.
I allow? It has already happened.
Yeah, but like, would you be cool with that?
Would I be cool with that? Honestly, so
Maybe I should give you the full. So
yeah,
this
yeah, give me a
scenario
full
happened that,
July.
I mean, the girl was there, got food, and then the guy obviously was there, offered to pay, and then
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the conversation, he requested for this lady's Instagram.
And
You
they
know,
got the Instagram.
yeah. So it looks as if
It's
like
transactional
like a
already.
transaction already. So like
Yeah, so I think
that's
that's
the
the.
whole, like, would you be cool with
I'm
something
not
like
cool with
that?
that because now the way you first like led with the question, we didn't. I mean, it's. I won't say it's typical of the female gender. Probably won't get. No, I probably won't get the full gist. It probably would end at the point of like, oh, this person got me food, and then she doesn't tell me that, oh, I
Like
gave you
just
my
keep silent.
keep silence. And to be honest, like we all know, the popular saying when people say we all know what we're doing and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
I mean, if that those are like those are many that's one possibilities out of many. She comes home and tells me, oh yeah, somebody bought my food, and then doesn't give the full details or what happened later.
You probably halfway eating the food together, like, "Yo, you know what, this rice and beans I was actually paid for by."
But
You're
but
about
but
to
but,
eat
but,
the
but
last bite.
the issue is not that the issue for me is not that the guy paid offered to pay for the food and then she agreed. The issue is the fact that
The exchange of
there was an
like
exchange.
contact.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know how I feel about that. To be honest, I think if there's anything that rubs me off the wrong way, I think it's that there was an exchange, there was a
that means
transaction that
there's
was
not a
made.
channel for this person to reach
Yeah,
you.
it's not a channel. No, no, that's number one. Like, and there's one thing about like as a man, like all you need is, oh yeah, you have to go ahead. What's that Fabrizio Romano's
Here we
popular
go.
saying? Here we go. So the moment he got that Instagram, like you've opened up a communication channel, and
Mm.
that's all he needs to even pry further. And because I'm a man myself, I'm like, okay, cool. You understand, right? So I think the problem I have is the exchange, right? And secondly, if you offer to pay for any good girl's food, okay, good. You're a very kind person, right?
Thank you for the
Very
free food.
thank you for the free food. I'll even join and eat self. You understand? But it's just the exchange because it now looks transactional. Like, oh yeah, he offered me food and I felt led
A plate
to.
for a page.
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, in fact, my head, I'm thinking, what more can you do?
I know,
I
but
mean, it's just food, right? So imagine, I mean, no offense to everyone, anyone, any lady out there. It's just, you now start thinking, you now start like, trying to like, what's the word? Extrapolate. Okay. If food is to Instagram,
then
then what will a car equals
maybe
to?
maybe even like I don't know. Yeah, some other things, like, because food is like
Yeah,
on the list, like
it's
on
on
the
the list
J. So like,
already. Yeah. And then maybe from food we graduate to like, oh yeah, restaurants.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like that's a full treat. So
That's a full
maybe,
treat. I mean, somebody
and they
that
say a
give.
good turn deserves.
I don't. we're all guys. We're both guys here, and if a guy does that, and barely do you see a guy that just like buys the other person food and then just keeps it moving. I mean,
It has
I
to
don't
be
say
like
it's not
a
possible.
motive. Yeah,
Yeah, they feel like there's a motive, but then again, I've seen people do free stuff. I mean, and then not look like I not
yeah,
expect anything in return, right? And that's
yeah.
cool. I
At
feel
the
like
end of
I,
the
I
day, I
would,
think it also
yeah.
goes back to like what was the interaction like?
What's the
Like
interaction
what
like?
was the what was it like? What led to what that led to you
Hmm.
paying? So yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
I don't know. I've not asked you. What do you think about that?
Well, for me, the free food is fine. I
Oh
think
yeah,
the boundary would be the exchange of contacts because as a guy, my thinking is that exchange, you know, would start to brew or would give like an opportunity for this person to reach you. And knowing guys, they want to, pick up those conversations and try to.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
said, I don't know what you
definitely.
guys have discussed. Like, what does he even want? It's not like a. Are you guys conducting business together, or what is it really, or why
Yeah,
does this person want your contact? For to even start with. So like, I'm not against the free food. I will probably eat, but
and I
the
mean,
devil
I'm
comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So don't give the
why
devil your
don't give me
stomach.
and I want to also ask a question. Like maybe we can think about like okay, even if you're going to play devil's advocate, right? Okay, on not on one condition, but on the if the circumstance was different, right? Like you said, because you mentioned something about if there was a business transaction, right? Because now it's not food. Or maybe she met this person and then they got talking and see that they have similar interests. And then she sort of like she felt led to want to like collect the guy's number. Like, you know
Mm.
what, this is somebody that I can exchange business ideas with. But then you just don't know the true intention of the other guy.
For
Do
the
you
other
think she
person.
was wrong to have dropped the number?
Well, we won't know until things happen, but you have to be now that you just have to be careful. Like you have to tread with caution.
Mm.
Just anything is possible. Anything can happen at any time. So and you have to be how do I say it now? Like if it's for business purposes, then you have to keep it to be strictly for business. So like again, it depends on going forward. Like, okay, you have this person contact. How are you guys talking? Are
Yeah,
you doing lovey dovey on the phone, odd hours type of,
yeah, yeah,
or it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
okay, oh, I have this plan. You guys are meeting like, proper, you know. So I guess it's how the person handles it and what kind of conversation you guys are having that really matters. Because again, thinking about it while you were talking in the first instance, I was thinking, oh, so does that mean like while you're in a relationship, your significant other cannot like get other people's like other
Yeah,
genders, So like, do you want to limit it to
it's
this? So you
yeah.
have to kind of
So
open it up, but it's how you handle such
and
communication that
and
matters.
and honestly, I also don't want to be that kind of partner that uh, what's the word? Yeah,
Like you,
that's possessive and
yeah, maybe possessive.
yeah, possessive of another grown adult. I feel like you have a mind to make your own decisions as well.
Yeah.
Like as long as we both like treading on that caution of like, you know what, I wouldn't want to do something that I wouldn't want to be done to me.
Mhm.
You understand? Like, you know, the saying was what do unto others the way what you want
What
them
you
to do
want
to
to
you.
do? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think there was a similar occurrence like that on Twitter, right? I don't know if you've come across that video.
What?
A guy who approached this lady, and the lady's boyfriend was just at the back, just drinking his ice cream or something.
I didn't see that.
I think so. The scenario was just the same
Like
thing. I think when we
very.
had Nana on the show, that I painted the scenario of like in
Oh,
the
the
club.
club issue.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah. Oh, well, you the one that actually came with. So something like that actually happened. I think it was like a festival, one of this festival, right? The guy walked up to the lady and then they started talking and stuff, right? And I think towards the end, when they introduced, they were just chipping it off. And then the lady said, "Oh,
My
it's
guy.
my boyfriend." And he said, and the guy was chill. The guy was even looking at both of them, was drinking his ice cream.
Like, take
And
your time, have fun, do your
happened.
thing.
In fact, everyone was talking about like, oh yeah, he's a very secure guy. He's a very secure guy. Then I think few days later was when we found out that the lady in question is a celebrity.
Oh,
Like she acted on Power. This
like power.
Power, yeah, the new
Wow.
one, the Power Book Two, the one that involves Tariq's life, the sequel.
I've not seen it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
know what you're
So I
talking
think
about.
she was one of the.
Also, she's not
Uh,
like she's not
so
regular. She's
yeah, yeah.
she's
So in my head, I got the reason why the guy had to like, because
just
they were in
back up.
public space, right? And you don't want to create a scene that actually jeopardizes our career. You
That's true.
understand?
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Like that could be the reason, and it could also be the reason that there's also a reason that he's secured as well. But I was thinking in my head, like, you know what? You guys are in public
I
now.
don't know if you
What?
heard about this Asha Kynes. Uh,
Oh,
that the
I don't
lady
know.
said she
I
doesn't
don't know.
have a
I don't know just
boyfriend.
how
And then
true.
we have self-acclaimed alleged.
Why is he that time that we now have somebody a random person? Because I'm not quite sure if that
The
is
whole
true.
thing was just funny. Like, what is going on here? What is actually? But it is similar. A similar scenario to the question I or the dilemma I said before was okay. So this one reads: Good morning, sir. Please, I just want to know if it's right to get a phone for your elder sister who is married. I don't know if you know.
But
So and some people are of the opinion, oh, you should inform her husband before
why?
buying it for her.
Why? Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You see how people are thinking.
No, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to think critically here, like on what
You
basis do you have to
you
inform my
inform
sister's husband that I
before
want to
you.
get a phone for my sister?
Okay, so let me read this school of thought. So
Okay.
the person says, inform her husband. I stand on it. Yes, she is your sister, but she is under another man. You wouldn't want such to happen to you, to your wife. So don't do it to another man. Inform her husband first. If he refuse, let him see reason why you want to buy the phone for his wife, who is your sis.
And the person typically that person sounds like a Nigerian person now, obviously. It's an African.
Now there's
Okay, so
another comment.
I
Let
have I
go
have a
on, go on.
thinking, I have a thought. So I would think that, oh, if I buy my sister a phone,
Mm.
she's obviously going to tell the husband
Like
almost
phone is not even
immediately.
something like you.
Yeah,
It's an
it's not something
everyday
you
tool.
hide
It's
exactly
an everyday
because
tool that the person will
yeah,
notice. Oh, you changed
yeah,
your
the
phone.
person will
Oh
notice
yeah.
like, oh, you got a new phone. I mean, then I would even expect that. Oh yeah, I can actually bought me a new phone. Boom, 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 boom.
Like
But
why
okay,
are we going through some
are you not
approval
tell
process?
okay exactly? Are you not telling me that if it was her birthday and it was a phone I offered her, did I have to tell the
The
husband?
husband I'm getting.
I want to get my
But then we
sister
say
a phone
it's
on her
under the
birthday.
guise of this is a birthday gift, not you know. So
What are we?
this is another school of thought. It says inform husband K question mark. My sister complained her washing machine broke down and I sent money for a new one. Her husband called to thank me. Waiting concern me and her husband. If my sister needs anything that I can do, I will do it without taking permission from anyone.
Exactly.
I
We
mean,
are
are
adults
we
here.
tripping?
Oh, no, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Even see, funny thing is the fact that the very first comment that you read, like the person didn't even give a reason as to why he or she has that opinion. Do you get? I just don't like when people just draw and they can't um, let us know or let us into their like thought process. You know, there's a difference between you telling like a child that you know what you can't do this, but you not telling them why they can't do it. You understand? So
Yeah,
you're expecting them to be like, oh, you have to accept what I say, but there, oh, you're not delivering a thought process to your decision. Come on, Abba.
yeah. I mean, it's just. I mean, the
Or
internet. The
should
people
we increase the magnitude of the gift? Maybe
raise them, raise them,
let me
raise them.
raise it. Let me raise it. Maybe I bought my style car. Do I still need to like tell the husband?
Even the husband will say, "Where's his own?" Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
at the end of the day, a gift is a gift,
The gift is a
whether
gift.
it's a birthday or anniversary or you just helping out. I mean, you should, and these are still technically they are. This is your family.
So okay, let me
Or
I
can
feel
you see like the if there's
I
a
see.
flip side?
I feel like okay, the only thing I would say somebody will have like a contrary opinion as to why you shouldn't like maybe you shouldn't give or without informing the husband would
Yeah,
be okay, would be some sort of like hmm, you may be
right.
thinking, so what if my wife actually needs this or wanted this? Or okay, it could be a gift that or it could be something that the wife has probably asked the husband,
And the
and the
husband,
husband was not in a
not
position to
buoyant enough to
not to,
afford
and then the brother or yeah the sibling now got the elder
the
sister the phone or the younger
let's say
sister the
for
phone
phone for
or
example, like,
phone
oh,
for
buy me an
example.
iPhone
Yeah.
16, and the
So
husband says,
yeah,
well, I can't do that now. I'm not
I can't do that. I'm not. And then
financially
boom,
buoyant enough.
the
And then
sibling now did the
so it could come across as, oh, so I'm not man
so
enough, I'm not
yeah, man
capable,
enough.
I can't run my
Yeah.
home. So you
But another question. Let's think here. Another reason. Okay, what if the siblings are both the same gender?
so like a sister to a sister
A sister bought the sister phone. Would the husband have a problem with that? Do you think the husband would have a problem with that?
in all multiverse that I can see, I don't think the husband would have any issue with
Why?
it.
Why is that? What do you think? Why is that? What do you think, Kesh?
I think it could be like an ego clash if
Yeah,
it's like the husband now to a brother in
brother.
law. It
Yeah,
That's the only
it, that's the only thing
justification I
that
can
makes
see.
sense. Yeah, you're right. And you
Me,
say think about it. When you
but if
break it
it's
down
sister
this
to
way,
sister, I don't think there will be any
yeah.
issue.
So
Really,
when you break it down this way, you will now realize that why do
there's
I
really no. It's not a
no
big deal.
it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Think about
But
it.
you know the way people think, and
I don't know, man. I feel like if I've thought about certain thing and I've thought about all possibility and in all of those possibility, it still doesn't move me. Just let it go. Just let it
yeah.
go. Yeah. But that was a good one. I have
Oh
to give
yeah,
it to
yeah.
you.
I mean, that's,
That's a good one. It's it's much better than the what's it called the show I was watching before this episode. It's
oh,
called it's called Love After Lockup.
love after lockup. So they were
Give it a
con-
guess.
convicts, and then they came
And
out,
then
and then
outside, no, not like they came out. Like the person outside is already dating them. They've never met before. They just
oh, I think I heard this somewhere. So like, so the relationship was
so
going
yeah.
on, and then yeah, but
So
you can give me like
so
a
so my
breakdown.
understanding because I've only watched two episodes and people will be like, "How did I come across that? How did I come across that show?" Honestly, I will tell you how I came across that show. It's not my fault.
How did it happen?
Okay, so I think I was watching the Love Island USA, right?
Yeah,
And I think the recent episode must have actually finished. And on the platform, I think Peacock, you
it just
it takes
went
you
into
to
the
a
next
yeah
next
a
show.
next show, and boom is this. And I was like even sleeping throughout the Love Island episode. Then I woke up to this one, and I discovered that
Wait.
they
Oh,
would wait. What is happening? What show? This is no longer
this is not
Love
Love
Island.
Island. This is
This is chaos. What's happening? Let me understand what's happening. And that actually piqued my interest. And what I discovered was that they probably met on a dating site
okay.
while whoever is in the prison is still in the prison. And I'm like, oh, really? So, okay. I mean, for movies, we see how they have access to phone. And I'm like, not even just anyhow phone, no. A
Like,
phone that has, you
you know,
understand? And then some of them open the dating site, and then ladies or men outside are matching with them. And I'm like, there's this particular one that literally went on that. And because the dating site would have something like, oh, prison, something.
so you know,
You know,
like you know what you're signing up for.
you
Like
know
this
what you're
person
signing
is.
into, yeah.
So it's not
And
like a
then
black market or something.
it's not like a black market. You know what you're signing into. You're downloading the app. You can literally see from the name of the app that, oh, this is it. And I'm like, interesting. So people find love this way. Okay, I have no
There's
problem
hope.
with it. Let's keep it moving. Let's
Yeah.
hope. Yeah, and then boom, 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 and then there's this particular one. So what I don't agree particularly was there was um a divorced woman, a single mom. I think three kids already.
Yeah.
I think probably the oldest will have to be probably in their 15s or 16.
Okay.
You understand? And she's been talking to this guy in prison, and he's about to like get out or come in, be free and stuff like that, right? And a lot of our friends were like telling her that, don't you think you trying to introduce this man to your kids is dangerous?
Mm.
And
I mean, like,
I
I
mean,
get it.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It's she was excited. She's in love. They're already telling each other, "I love you."
Ah,
I said
okay.
that fast, and
Moving like a fast train.
and then and you know what they say about fast train now? It's like, and I think on the day on the day that the guy will be freed, right? She drove there, and she was contemplating between, oh, should I go ahead with this or should I just go back home? And for some weird reason, she just thought, oh, if I go back home, it'll feel like it'll be like I let the guy down. I don't want to be that person that let somebody down. And I'm like, okay, that reason looks genuine in other circumstance, but under
But
this circumstance, I'm not
this,
sure. I'm not sure because if you're because we all talk about instinct a whole lot, right? And in my head, I was like, what if that was your instinct telling you, like
telling
giving
you
you the
that this
last
is
chance, like
last chance
go back
to
home?
press the exit button.
At the end of the day, man, I think she had her way over her instinct too, because the guy came out, she hugged the guy, like they've known each other for years, and they were already talking about, oh, let's go back home, let me go and introduce this to the kids.
Okay.
And I'm like, and then somewhere, somehow, they seem to always know the particular statistics that guides their reasoning. And the reasoning she gave was that it's been found out that people that just came out of prison or come
Yeah.
out of prison um, stay longer in marriages than, and I'm like, do they also ask that how many more of failed marriages have you seen of those as well?
Of
Did you
man,
ask yourself that question?
I will have to
Because
dig into this
I
fact.
want to dig into it as well because I
I want to
just
really
trust me.
understand.
This was probably 30 minutes ago,
It's
and
a
I'm
go
like,
before. Okay.
before this
So
show,
it's still
it's still fresh in
fresh.
my head, and I'm like, okay, this has opened up my head. I need to go also read up on that stats because one thing about statistics is that you that you're looking at it, you want to just pick the one
That favors that
that
favors
favors
your
your
bias, like
bias.
confirmation bias.
Yeah, confirmation bias. God bless you. That's the word. And For that reason, nothing else matters and nothing else makes sense but the one you've chosen. And
Yeah.
you most times people don't even look at the sources that they are actually the
Yeah.
sources of these statistics.
Statistics sometimes you have to see where did they even get all the data from? Like,
All the data from like that's
what are
the
we dealing with here? Don't just carry
bro.
one nonsense start and conclusion and start running with
And
it.
that was what I was
That's
watching, and
crazy.
I was like, damn, this is really crazy.
It's interesting to
I
even know
don't.
that
I
something like
was trying.
this.
I swear, I was trying so hard not to be too judgy. Like, you know what? No, it's not my problem. I'm just gonna watch and not
Interesting.
judge. But it's always hard. It's always hard. It's
All
always hard.
right. I think that's oh, let me see.
We always having all of this dilemma. Are you
Oh
a
yeah.
marriage counselor or what? Tell us
No,
the
it's
truth,
just
Kesh.
so it's just I'm not a married counselor, but I can't be qualified to be a wait, so that's true. To be a marriage counselor, do you have to be married?
Hmm.
I don't know.
I like this your. I like this your questions. Your questions are always very on point. That's
I
true.
will find out.
Okay,
But for me, if
who is more? I mean, who is what's the word? Who's confident? I mean, who can say yes? I am a marriage counselor. Is it based off of like the years of experience you've been in marriage or what?
no, I think they are actual like people that's their work. They get certification and all of those things too. Yeah. Do you? I'm typing it in Google now. Maybe ask ChatGPT. Do you have to be married
I
to
want to see what the
do
answer is.
a marriage?
I want to see the answer. I want to really see the answer. I swear. I want to see the answer.
So like on Google now, the AI overview, like
Yeah,
summary of everything. It
I know
says
that one.
no. So I asked, do you have to be married to be a marriage counselor? And it says no. You do not have to be married to be a marriage counselor. While experience with relationships, including marriage, can be helpful, it is not a requirement for the profession. So I think it's just strictly certification and
What if I told you that I won't say the best, but one of the most eye-opening marriage advice I've seen or gotten is from a divorced person.
well, yeah, I would take a marriage advice from a divorced person because they've been
You
there,
read?
they've
Nice.
broken it. Yes, now.
I love that. I love
So
that
at least
mindset.
1,000 ways to die.
What?
They've been there, done that. They already know how it's like. What can possibly go wrong?
What can
It's
possibly go
just
wrong?
like
Yeah.
from that angle, that's the way I see it. I mean, of
It's a
course,
the
at the end
guy
of
is
the
a
day, you can't just take
popular.
any advice. But
Yeah, obviously you
what,
have to
what,
have
wa- what was the
you have to have a
the
filter as a
advice?
human being at the end of the day. You have to have a filter as a human being at the end of the day.
What was the advice?
Oh,
Do
man,
you
the advice
remember?
is just so he's the guy is a divorce lawyer, and I
Yeah.
think he does divorce settlements for celebrities majorly. I think he's based in New York or something, right? He came on this I don't know, just our conversation. I wanna these guys show these two comedians, Akash and the other guy, but I'm going to
Remember?
remember the guy's name.
Is
But
he the guy that is always hammering like do prenup?
yeah,
He's
that
he's of
too.
the he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
his
yeah.
ideology is.
His ideology. And
I
he
think I
says,
might
I
have
think,
heard him.
I think he just, what he said is already, I probably, already people know, right? And he said, for the settings that you are in right now. And I think that's what is killing this Nigerian guy now that just got sued to be paying Kilan Korukwe,
Oh,
Simon
the one
Guba.
that was deported recently,
And yeah, the guy is going to be paying what's it called for the next few months now. He's going
like
to be paying money to the wife.
alimony or what?
And yeah, the money is going to be, and it is a lot from what I heard. We're talking about
Like
thousands of dollars every month,
substantial. Like
substantial.
when he leaves your
And
account, leave
yeah,
your account to
and the guy even said it on one of the interview he granted. Like he felt he said he was targeted. And I'm like, well,
oh,
you also went for shiny stuff, not shiny
yeah.
objects. So that's the thing. You want to pity him, but then you also
But then
thinking
you
you,
too,
you made a decision
he did not
yourself.
pity himself.
You did pity yourself, right? But it's sad, right? And the girl is already looking forward to like receiving checks, man, on a monthly basis.
Wow.
So I think one of the advice he gave the divorce lawyer gave was that, you know what, in this country that we are in, yeah, as long as you step your legs into those courts to sign those papers and you don't sign a prenup as well, you already have a prenup drafted for you by the you have a default prenup drafted for you by the government. And
Oh,
that in itself is one that is dangerous.
yeah.
And then, I mean, when people hear prenup, they're always thinking like, oh, it means that you're already looking forward to this marriage
Also,
feeling.
oh yeah, there's a sensitive
Yeah, it's a very, very
it's a
sensitive thing.
sensitive topic basically. Like,
Yeah, it's a
if
very sensitive.
you getting a prenup is like you signaling or you knowing or expecting that this thing is going to hit,
Yeah. And I mean, a
hit
lot of
a
people
wall.
get prenup for a lot of reasons. Like, for instance, I've seen scenarios whereby the one partner feels like I'm earning more than the other person, and they feel like, you know what, I have a lot to lose, so I might as well just protect myself. And this is always like majorly the ladies, though. Yeah, when they're in that position that they are earning more than the partner or the man, they just
Yeah,
feel like,
but again, so this is a true life story of someone I know.
okay,
In fact,
okay.
we spoke last week, but I mean, not to give up all the.
Foruko, Bulashi, please.
No, I'm not even going to. But the when you said prenup and everything, so I remember like the conversation was around. He didn't get like a prenup because at the time when they married or when they got married, he didn't have anything. They were like
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah,
21.
yeah.
So like, but now he is getting a divorce,
Oops,
3 kids and everything. So like the
oops.
alimony and everything is like on the like very high side, child support and
Jeez.
everything. But as at the time they were getting married, he didn't even
Eating.
have anything to protect in the first place. So
Hmm. Well, I mean, that's in fact that's one I've never heard about, and it's also very interesting that one should also factor that
the
in.
crazy case is now that the wife is not even earning so much. So he has to be like the so that makes like the payments go
Even higher
even
because of well, the wife no pity, the wife no send them at all. Was she the one that asked for the divorce?
I don't know the details, but it felt like a mutual thing. Like
Oh,
they just reached like after 3 kids they felt like
two questions to you. Do you think with kids involved, do you think it's even more difficult?
to divorce or what?
Yeah. Like, do you think people or partners involved would take
I think
longer
yeah,
time to think about it
I
if
think
kids are
it takes
involved?
yeah, it is with kids involved. I think it slows down the decision to want to
Hmm.
leave. Like because now it's not just the both of you. You have
Yeah.
like in this case now 3 kids, so 3 other people are involved that you have to technically think about because obviously someone or both of you still have to be responsible for these people. So
Yeah.
making this choice, are
And
you
then
ready
kids,
to
yeah. And then kids are having to like
and the what's it called? What's the word now? I can't find the word now, but like this thing will change now. The dynamics will change now. In terms of how do you want to co-parent, who is staying where, who has custody, like all the headaches that comes with. And they talk like who sabi this thing, sef. I don't know. I don't know.
no, you're just think I mean
But
the
yeah,
same way
but I think
is
to your question with kids, I think it's
okay.
way harder to make that
Another
decision. And
question
coming
is
from
okay.
Nigeria now, I've heard cases of people saying,
That
"Oh,
was what I was going to say.
I'm staying because of my kids." So
I was
some
going to say that.
traditional African women kind of endured the process, which is what the latest version of our women are saying. Well, what our mothers went through, they're
We
not
won't
going
go
through
through
it.
it.
But
They're
yeah,
not going to go through it. No, no, they're not going to go through it. Well, I mean, so on what basis do you think divorce is worth it? Yeah, everyone should divorce. On
well,
what
of
basis?
course, abuse, physical abuse, something
But
that
lately
can
people are
take your
saying
life.
Yeah, people are
like
saying if you're
a
bored as well.
life-threatening situation. Yeah, what?
People are saying if you're bored, like if there's no more spice in the
If you are,
relationship, if
well,
there's no more spice.
who am I to hold anybody down or whatever in their relationship? But again, I think, and this is just my opinion. This is just what I'm thinking right now. I think people making that decision is they have a notion that marriage is like a bed of roses, and from
Mm,
what I've heard from at least successful marriage is it's not all sweet every day. Today is good, tomorrow might be rough. So if you know that, I think you should not be expecting that everything will be. So I think being bored, being tired, being what's the word now? Things not being good, I think it comes with the package. But again, I do not know different people with their different situations. So again, it's but I think once you have that mindset, it helps you to
mm,
sort of navigate your way and manage your expectations too. Because if you feel like this thing should be sweet all day, or what
mm.
when you compare what you have to other people's say marriage or life, and you feel like, oh, I should be getting more out of this, or I should be
Then
experiencing it. It
then
should
then
be
walk then walk towards it. I feel like
you,
if there's
but,
anything
but
from what
again,
I've
I don't want
gotten,
to. I don't want to be the final judge and
I know,
say
I
this
know,
is
I
it.
know.
And I don't even. I don't even think I'm qualified. That's what I'm saying. Like I should not even be
So,
talking this stuff.
so when it comes to like me and for viewers out there,
Yeah.
when it comes to this my search for my future partner, I've added two more things I'm looking out for. You must have great problem solving skills.
Yes.
If you feel like there's no more spice, you will problem solve and be like, okay, what can I do? Rather than saying, oh, let me. I feel like a lot of people do. People are not like intentional anymore. Like people stop doing stuff that used to once. I mean,
Yeah.
give you
Things
that giggles and
changed.
stuff.
Like
Like
when you before you were married, you probably had more time. You had like your youthfulness is there, and then by the time you had kids, had work, had other things. Of course, all of those things are going to shift and change. So,
yeah, yeah, the dynamics is
but
going to
again,
change.
but to each his own. How do they say it?
Yeah, to each
But
their
yeah,
own.
you do not have to be married to be a marriage counselor.
We've learned a lot of things today. Ah, okay,
But
interesting.
yeah,
And there was,
but for
I
me, I
think,
wanted to add one thing.
okay,
Like,
okay.
I don't think I will go to a I don't think I will trust a counselor that is not married so much compared to
Hmm.
a married counselor.
But you
Just
said,
from experience,
but you just said now that not quite long that you okay, you probably
I said I would
have
take advice from a
a
divorce.
divorce
No,
lawyer.
just advice. No. So the thing is,
Okay,
well, I think maybe I should rephrase.
okay, I beg it.
A single counselor, a
Okay,
divorce counselor in this case has been married, so the person has the experience. So I think my key point or the underlying
all right,
factor
all
is the
right.
experience. Do you have the
Experience.
experience, active or non-active? It's just like at least a veteran is a veteran. You are a soldier. You
Uh,
know how these things. I cannot be asking civilian for war tips.
fair enough. I swear. Fair enough. I swear. No, fair
Ah,
enough. Fair
I
enough. Fair
cannot be
enough.
asking war tips from a civilian. What do you know?
I think I was going to like say. I think my final point was
Yeah.
this. It's very what's the word? It's unusual to see. You hardly see two people or two immigrants, or I mean, of the opposite gender that are trying to be partner, right, or partner
Mhm.
in marriage or something that talk about like prenup. It's not like a thing, right?
Thing
And
for
then until I met somebody, or not somebody, but until there was a time myself and my friends we went to Charlotte, and then we came across this Nigerian. The guy immediately knew we were Nigerians from just the way we talk. You know how Nigerians are loud.
It's
We
easy
were,
to, I think,
yeah,
I
it's
think
easy.
from loudness, maybe
I think it's the
accent,
loudness and the
mannerism, and
accent,
just
mannerism,
from,
yeah.
you can
Because
tell.
before, yeah. So we're in the elevator and the guy said, "Oh, you Nigerian? Oh, yeah, Nigerian." The guy tells us his name. I'm like, "Oh, cool." He still pronounces his name like you would normally expect, right?
So
A
like,
Nigerian to
so,
pronounce his name. I think he was born here. Apparently, the mom and dad were both immigrants, but they are divorced now.
okay.
And he said it was pretty rough. And then I think he leaned more to the mom over time. So, and I'm like, I couldn't like go for that and ask question because one question that was going to come to my head was like, I was going to like start talking about prenup and stuff, but I said it was too sensitive. And for him to have opened up, because there was nothing in the conversation that probably should have prompted him to share that much, right? But he went ahead and did. So in my head, I couldn't stop thinking, but ask myself, oh, did they get a prenup? Did they? You understand? I'm trying to make
Yeah.
sense because if that is the case, would the advice for more immigrants is now, even if you guys both understand the struggles that it took to come here, would you advise both of them to take a prenup? Because a lot of people now are now of the opinion that since it's the US right now, we
Mm-hmm.
can go 50-50 on a lot of things.
Yeah.
And even the men don't mind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, so if you have that mindset for that, are you saying that if the idea of prenup comes, you guys are gonna like equally welcome the idea
The
as
idea
well?
of, mm,
So I'm beginning to think like there's still certain things we're staring away as Africans or Nigerians in particular, right? When it comes to certain values, and I'm like, it should be interesting to see what the next few years is going to be look like.
yeah. I think we should.
People are going to change.
Hopefully, we can get someone that is like knowledgeable in this area that can give
Yes,
us more
yes, yes.
insight.
Yes,
That
because there are a
have
lot
here
of
an eye-opening
there are a lot
conversation
of
and not
gaps.
just
I think we should put it on our list of
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, and then find them
because
and can
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about it
because
extensively.
I just think about this like every now and then, like what, okay, these are very interesting
Mhm.
thoughts that comes to head,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
it'll be nice to like give it
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But this is
Yeah,
really
it's
fun.
been wonderful. So let us know if what you think about prenup. Let's just
Hmm.
maybe we can pick up the conversation, and if anybody is like knowledgeable in this area, we would like to or we would love to have you, come enlighten us on the,
Enlighten us. I
especially
mean,
as the Nigerians,
yeah,
Africans,
yeah,
immigrants
yeah.
who are not used to this kind of
Mm-hmm.
settings or
Hmm.
patterns. How do we navigate those kind of things? I think it's been a wonderful conversation. Even though
Yeah.
how did we even get to prenup?
I still don't know. I still don't know. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch this episode the moment. I'll be the first person to
To
view
watch
this episode because I feel like it's one of those ones that those conversations that are so
it.
organic. There was no topic. We knew we just thought that what, let's just talk about dilemmas
Yeah.
and it got us here.
Well,
But
yeah, but yeah. So we have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers.
yes,
Very
we
so
we're
please
counting on you guys to help
help
us.
us reach that goal.
Oh yeah,
Watch, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And
please.
we'll
Even
see you in
even
the next
even even
episode.
also, you guys can turn on the notification button as well,
Oh yeah, so
so
you
you'll
see
be the
when we
first
drop
person to
new
receive the episode. Yeah,
videos. So yeah.
yeah. Thank you
All right.
guys.
It's been wonderful. See you in the next episode. Peace out.